All right, so this is the household toolkit. And it's pretty heavy, I gotta say. Let me just show you. This is the little latches on it. So now we're gonna go ahead and open her up. And it's kind of heavy when you open it up, you're gonna see. All right, so let me show you the first part of this. In here, you've got a nice wrench. Check it out. You know, your basic wrench. And it has this, it's pretty nice setup the way it's like recessed inside here. Here you got a bunch of screws and, you know, hangers. Some washers and nuts in there. Over here, they've got little things to get your finger in here, but man, I tell you, it's not easy. There it is. So there's this, and then they have the little heads that go in it like that. See, you got a little hex one. I'm going to show you guys these real quick. Let me get closer. All right, so anyway, if you look over here, you've got all of these different heads, and I mean they're pretty extensive. So you can see you've got all these little stars, you got flat heads. I mean, they've got all these different things that you can use. All right, so let's just get one out of here. You can see they're hard to get out. And they fit in here just like that. So here it is. You can see it. Fits right in there like that. And bam, Bob's your uncle. So those work really well. Let me pull back a little bit. And we'll come in and just see what else we've got. All right, so that's your little screwdriver, and I do believe it's got like, you can put tension on it. You know, that's kind of interesting. You can change the tension. We'll have to investigate that more. Set that in there. And then you have a ratchet too. Check this out. If I can get it out of here. This is my only beef with this thing, is that you can't, it's hard to get this stuff out of its case. There we go. I'm getting it. Ow, fuck. All right, so anyway, here's the ratchet. You know what I mean, jelly beans? And then they have all these different little heads. Let me pull one out here. Let me pull this one out so you guys can see. It goes on there like that. And then bam. Ratchet away. Press this, it pops out. You see, because it's got that little thing there. That's nice. I like the way that works. And then let's put that one back. So you've got that. You've got these other ones here. Jesus. They don't want you to get them out of here, do they? All right, so you've got this that would work with this. Can you follow me? So that would go in there, or it could go in a drill bit. And then you can, you know, use these. And that's a pretty standard size there. It doesn't have the size on there, I don't know why. Put it back in there. Push that back down. So anyway, you got all these ratchets, all these different sizes. When you get down here, I'm thinking that you may need to connect something with this, because this is not going to go on here. You see what I mean? I think maybe this is it here. See if I can get it out of here. Jesus, this is hard to get out. Yeah, that's it right there. So this is your adapter, right? So this would go in here like that. You see that? And then this would go in here like that. So now you can use these smaller ones over here. But you need this. Press that down, slide it on. Bob's your uncle. Bam, you get the little one. Pop it off, put her back where she belongs, and put this back where it belongs. I'm gonna stick it in upside down, like that, because that was hard to get out of there. And let's push that back down in there. All right, so those are, oh, here we got these over here too. Let me show you. Look at that big bad boy. I mean, that thing, that's another, this is a, you know, this is a 5/8, right? So that is your big one here. And then I think it's got an extender here. Let me see see if I can pop this out. Yeah, this is an extension, right? So if you get this out of here, like this is a whole ratchet set here, believe it or not. This is ridiculous trying to get this out of here. So you do have this, right? You get this extender. Press this, push this in, and then you can, let me just grab one. Now you got extension on it, right? There you go, now you got an extension on it. Here we go. Put that in there, press this here. So this one would go in here like that. And now you can, you got a little extender. So that's kind of good, right? We haven't even gotten through the first part of the thing. Over here I've got a bunch of Allen wrenches. Let me show you. Look at that. You got all these. So whatever you need to do Allening with, set that down. All right, so that is this bottom part. Now we got to look over here at this other top part here. All right, so if you look, you've got, first of all, you got this. And these have these little stretchy things in them. So this is just basically your, this is a tape measure, right? On the bottom here, it's got a little button. Comes out, look at that, bam. And then, or you can go like this, it locks it out. So, and it's got a little catch on it. It's got a little thing you put on your belt. So that's kind of nice, right? Set that there. Then they've got 2 clamps here. Let's see if I can get them out of here. They're pretty cheap, but yeah, I mean, who knows? You might need them. Set it back in there. Over here, we've got some, look, we've got some ties, some zip ties. And it also has a level on it right here. You see it? I don't need to pull that out because I think everybody knows how a level works. Let's take a look at this blade. If I can get it out of here. Wow, this stuff is really, really. Man, people are going to get hurt just trying to get the stuff out of here. All right, so look at this. Look at the blade here. Check that out. That's nice, huh? You pull it back. Blade comes in. You got a little tip there. You could do a little cutting. Stick her out. You need more. And protection. You can't hurt yourself that way. And then so this, you got to shove it up back in there without stabbing yourself. And then just pop this over the edge. And then we got all these wrenches. And these are blades for this thing. Okay, so you got all those wrenches. Now if I twist this, we got 2 more things. Look at this. Since I got it pointed this way, let's look at the first thing. These have little Velcro connectors. And look, you got a little hacksaw. Now you're going to have to switch the blade around, you know what I mean? Because the blade is backwards. So this has to be twisted around. And I think we can just loosen it here. And then you can flip the blade. You know what I mean? Like this. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah. I just pull it out. I'm going to slip this there. And then this one in here, like that. So there's little catches, and then you tighten it, and then it pulls the blade tight. All right, so now you're ready to do some sawing. All right, so let me set that down for a second. Here you got a hammer stuck in there, and behind it you've got a little measuring stick here. It's a 12-inch ruler. I don't need to bring that out, but that's your basic hammer there. Then you just put it back up in here, like this. First you got to go like this. Then you got to go like this. I don't know how this hammer stays up there. It's pretty heavy. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. There we go. Let's put our saw back up. I think I got it. There we go. Scissors, right? And then you got a pair of pliers down here. Yeah, these are channel locks, as a matter of fact. Let's take a look at this. Nice set of channel locks. It's pretty cool. Slide that in there. And then you got some electrical tape here. All right. So now let's see what else they've got. This is a big tutorial, man. I didn't realize it. All right, so they've got the itsy bitsy screwdrivers. Now this one here has a hard time getting out, so I got to kind of pull it behind. But that's the flathead, right? And I think in here, let's see if there's, nope, I thought that maybe there was something in there, but it's not. Let's push it back in. So you got a flathead. Here, I think I got a Phillips head, yeah. Here I got another flathead, here I get bigger Phillips head. Then you got some needle nose pliers, got some regular pliers. And this, if you're doing electrical work, this is nice. Check this out. So you've got a, to open this, you got to pop this. But this is a wire stripper, right? Which is good. See, check it out. You know, I mean, they thought just about everything here. Let's push that back in there. Then we got a small screwdriver, flathead, Phillips head, and a large one, flathead, Phillips head. So anyway, to close this all up, you've got this little latch thing here. Can you see it? Yeah. You bring this up, right? And this goes right over it like that. You see that? And then I just kind of close it. Let me show you again. I don't know if you got that. So this comes up right here. This goes here, and that latches. And then, you know, to shut it, all I do is I just bring her down, just like this. And bam, there you have it. You have your home, almost everything you could possibly need in a nice small carrying case that weighs, I would say, 25 pounds. All right, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and check out my other awesome videos on stuff like this. Peace out.